Hello everybody, it's Foo here, and today I will be looking at something that's been suggested a number of times to me, and that is Curse, the move Curse, with the Protean ability. So Curse is a really interesting move. It used to be a type plus move, and for most Pokemon, what it does is it drops your speed stat to increase your attack and defense. So it's a really nice setup move for bulky Pokemon. But for Ghost types specifically, it cuts your health in half and puts a curse on the opponent, which means they lose 25% of their health every turn. Which is kind of cool, but if they switch out, they lose the curse effect and you've lost half of your health. So it's kind of gimmicky as well. But what I want to see is what happens when you give something the Protean ability. What type do they change into? What kind of a curse they go for? I think this one's going to be quite interesting. So I'll just go for a skill swap on this Kecleon. Unfortunately, Kecleon doesn't get curse. No Protean users currently get curse, I don't think. So I'm just going to skill swap Protean onto my Glade, and then we will swap out into a Pokemon with curse and see what happens. So let's swap out. That's obviously not going to do very much damage because no longer does Kecleon have the curse. So we'll go into, now I'll go into my Snorlax, and I guess I'll just go for a Psycho Cut for now. Just because I want to show you how things work, basically. So here's the Snorlax. We'll go for a Psycho Cut. And I turn into a Psychic type, because I do have the Protean ability, and this is going to do some damage. And he's got the leftovers, so he can heal that up. And what I'll just do now is I guess I'll go for another Psycho Cut and go for a Curse. So Curse, it shows up as a Ghost type move in your selection menu, but obviously this guy is not using the Ghost type Curse. He's boosting his, well, he's dropping his speed, and then he's boosting his attack and defense. And actually, Curse Snorlax is a very scary Pokemon to go up against because it's very bulky on the special side, and when it can boost its defense and its attack, it becomes almost unkillable. So let's see what happens when we skill swap over that Protean ability. Let's see what happens to the Curse. So this Snorlax thinks it's sitting pretty, being able to just set up with Curse all day. So if we give it the Protean ability, what then happens? It's going to go for a Curse, the Protean activates, and it's actually going to cut its own HP. So it turns into the Ghost type Curse, which is really interesting. And it's put a curse on itself. It put a curse on itself. Oh no. So that that did not work out for my Snorlax at all. I guess because, so what happens with that move is, with Curse at the beginning of the turn, as Snorlax was going to use it, Curse would reduce its speed and increase its attack and defense. So obviously you target yourself to decrease your speed and increase your attack and defense. When it turns into a Ghost type move with Protean, you're targeting yourself, so it cuts your own HP because that's what happens with the Ghost type Curse, but you target yourself with the Curse. So you lose 75% of your health in one turn, which is crazy. So if you really want to stop a Curse Snorlax, you could try some gimmicks to try and find out how you get a skill swap Protean onto a Curse Pokemon. I don't think it's very easy to do, but that's just a really interesting mechanic that I did not know about, and I think it's really cool. So I hope you guys learned something there. Don't ever use a Curse Pokemon with Protean because you're gonna screw yourself over big time. That's gonna be all for today. Thank you very much for watching. I've been Foo, you've been awesome, and hopefully see you next time. Goodbye.